Hello and welcome back to Distant Worlds 2. We're continuing our playthrough as the humans on hardest difficulty, and we are currently observing a pirate fight. But one of the things that we are trying to do, we are much weaker than them, and we're still going to get trounced for quite some time. But one of the things that we're attempting to do is build a small fleet of ships that is going to allow us to attack enemies and disable their ships and board them. And the main benefit of doing that is that once we board them, we can take over. We can either use the ship, or we can take the ship and break it down and learn those technologies, or at least gain some gain a lead in those technologies. So between that and espionage, we should be in pretty good shape as far as like upgrading. This guy, speaking of espionage, is doing nothing. So let's see. I think Baskra Syndicate were the best odds. So let's go ahead and Tond Marauders are pretty good too. Do a little steel research. And I just want to get some cheap research. So we're doing basic commerce, basic transport systems. I guess we could do basic medical systems. That would be good to have as well. So we'll go ahead and start that espionage mission. Let's go ahead and unpause the game. Increase the speed. Alright, so right now what we're seeing is two different pirate factions attacking each other. Once they get injured to a certain point, it looks like 50% shields. They're hopping away to try to preserve themselves. But if we manage to hit them with a torpedo, we have the potential of knocking out a core system, which would, take them out of service for potentially some time, and then we can, have the potential of capturing them. I don't know if we will or we won't, but we have the potential of doing that. Let's take a look at our fleet currently. So we have one fleet. Looks like we have a couple injured boys in the fleet. Where's the third one? Okay, you're here. You're here. Oh, they're both there. Okay, so they're all attacking this guy. Okay, so now that the shields are down, okay, it says to right click, but I'm not able to right click. It's not working. There we go. So I'm going to manually instruct them to capture. Looks like this guy's coming after me, but hopefully I can get these assault pods off in time. Nope, doesn't look like I am. All right, well, if we can knock out the defenses on this ship, maybe we'll stand a chance of assaulting them. Nope, they jumped away. Looks like everybody kind of jumped away. I'm gonna go ahead and assign that mission. That's perfectly fine. We're just gonna keep seeing ourselves get raided pretty relentlessly over here. If you look at, we have 3,700 power, like enemy pirate power in our system. We're clearly just overwhelmed and outnumbered. There's really nothing we can do about that. They're boarding our base right now. The only thing we could potentially try to do here, and we really don't have much of a chance here, but I can try to add these sheets to the first fleet, and maybe they'll jump away. And at least the pirates are kind of attacking each other as well. I did see a message about the spy evading detection, so let's go ahead and keep working on these different tasks of stealing. I think what we should do now is, it looks like we got most of the basic stuff. Well, not everything. I guess we'll do basic transport systems. That has potential use. Okay. I'm kind of hoping, like, I think we got lucky a couple times where some of the like pirate ships got disabled and we managed to board them in time, but um I, I don't know if there's much I could do here. All right, this guy doesn't look like he has, yeah, it's just like long range cannons. It's pretty useless. Does this guy have something to do? He's H1. Yeah, so the H1s have the plasma torpedoes and they have a shield. Okay, we are continuing to steal technology. We want to steal as much tech as possible. Just consistently have these spies rotating through and stealing all the relevant tech that they can possibly steal. I think early area weapons should be fine. What's going on here? Okay, I don't know why the menu kind of closed up like that, but let's do some early area weapons just to keep it going. I think anything that's in the yellow is pretty safe to research. Okay, we are getting some more ships added into the fleet. I do want the fleet to... Oh, this is still under construction. I'll add it to the fleet so it could jump when it gets a chance. Yeah, this stuff's getting real beat up. Not much I can do about the base. Just doing what we can. Yeah, it looks like it's jumping away the second it's able to, which is great. That's exactly what I want. I don't want it to stay in the system because it'll just get utterly destroyed. I do want to kind of build up a little fleet that we can hopefully, you know, base over here, do some repairs, maybe knock down a couple enemy ships and, you know, just kind of steal whatever we can when we can. But we kind of have to wait for some of these pirates to clear out. There's just way too many, and they're way too strong. Okay, this is a good opportunity here. So I would love to go here and prepare and capture this because it is damaged and there's no shields, so we should be able to successfully capture that. I'm going to go ahead and issue that command to the fleet. And then while that's going on, let's go ahead and continue our thieving. All right, we're doing early weapons. A lot of these techs are just way too complicated to steal yet, but hopefully we'll get there. All right, here we go. This guy, hyperdrive is offline, but he is kind of drifting there. So I'm hoping, all right, while salvaging a power conduit, we've made some gains on it, on early weapons. That ship's still over here, so here we go. Here's a couple of our boys popping in. Hopefully they can catch up to the point where we can try to capture them. Yeah, he's got no energy. There's nothing repaired. So I'm hoping we manage to sneak in there. Okay, there we go. We have our boarding crews. All right, we should capture this without much of a problem. Okay, why is the capturing not happening? We clearly have way more power than them. I don't know why that's not indicating a capture. All right, let's go ahead and look at our spies. We had another one completed. We can go ahead and steal. Keep on stealing, keep on stealing. What else could we possibly do? I feel like these enhanced and efficient are going to be way too expensive. Success probability is going to be really, really, really low. So, yeah, we can't do anything there. Can I do ion weapons? I can. Let's go ahead and focus on that for a while. Okay, this should be ours. But for some reason it's not. It keeps like coming back online and going offline. I don't really know why that's happening. Very strange. So, is there any message here that kind of indicates what's going on there? Doesn't look like it. I'm really confused as to what's going on with that ship. We should be capturing it. I don't know what we're doing here. This feels very strange to me. I'm not exactly sure what is going on here. Alright, we blew up that ship. Okay, we have another spy that evaded detection. Let's go ahead and keep going there. No, we can't do mass drivers. Let's see if there's anything alphabetically up here that is worth stealing. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what's going on with these ships and why they're not successfully capturing anything. There is a cooldown timer on when the ships can launch pods. So it could just be taking a minute, but I'm gonna do another command to prepare and capture. Critical research failure. That's really bad. Yeah, that's never a good thing. Alright, looks like we managed to get down. Oh, that took off. Let's go back to capturing this again. Hyperdrive is offline again. So again, we should be able to capture this relatively easily. Alright, let's maybe we'll prepare and capture on this ship, see if we can manage to sneak in a quick capture here. I know somewhere it actually lists the cooldown timer. There we go. So we got off the... Okay. I guess I'm just really confused as to why that is happening. I'm gonna have to do some research as to what exactly is causing them to not actually take the ship over. I'm pretty sure my settings are... yeah, when high tech or larger than can build. You know, I'm just gonna do when stronger than target. Maybe that's my problem. I'm wondering if I'm successfully capturing and they're just letting it go because it's not meeting whatever criteria I've set. Okay, here we go. I thought those were pods. Oh, those were their defensive things. Well, that's unfortunate. I think I'm gonna lose a couple ships here. Yep, there they go. Well, hopefully our main ships are smart enough to jump away. Can you capture this? We should have an assault pod. Oh, this got damaged. Well, it looks like it was just not quite enough to get away. That's unfortunate. All right, so this guy is injured. We should be able to... Can we not capture this guy? I think once he's at 50%, we should be able to capture him. Okay. Oh, nice. We got some money out of that. I mean, I'll take money. Money's always good. All right, we should be... No, that ship just got blown up. Well, that's really unfortunate, because that was potentially a decent ship to take. It looks like we're gonna lose another one. Well, Oh, nice. There's a couple disabled ships here. I bet you I can capture them. The good thing about capturing a disabled ship is we can potentially repair it and get it back up and running. All right, here we go. I think, is that an assault pod? I think it might be. There we go. We did capture it. Oh no, hyperdrive offline. No, 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 no. That was our good ship. No, that was our main ship there. Wow, that's really unfortunate. Well, maybe we could scavenge some of these escape pods and stuff. I think I was getting a little too greedy with what I was trying to do there, but that's all right. With this base, it's gonna get raided again, but I think we have a fair amount of defense. I don't think our defense is too bad. But there's a lot of pirate on pirate combat, so I'm not overly worried about it, but there's a lot of stuff getting blown up. And the only unfortunate thing about a lot of stuff getting blown up, it just means that we're not gonna have, like, those resources are not being spent wisely. It's kind of a waste of resources. All right, we have no research projects, so let's get accurate point defense up and running. Get some ion weapons up and running. Anything that we have some discovered tech in already, I really want to put in there. Crew systems are nice because it increases the capacity of the crews, but also reduces the footprint of the module. So I think that's definitely worth doing. Research labs, that's good tech. Anything that increases our research speed is always welcome. Troop transports are okay, but we can't even discover our entire system at this point, so I'm not overly worried about that. I do think it's probably worth buying. I'll go ahead and do energy torpedo weapons, and I think advanced deflectors, stable warp fields. Those are probably the techs we should really invest in. I would like to put our spies in missions that kind of go towards those things if possible. So let's look at what research options we can actually steal. Was it energy torpedoes? Yes, I would like to try to steal some more of that tech. I think that is worth robbing if we can. And then I would like to, the crew systems I think is worth doing, and we should probably also do research, if research is somewhere in this list that we can steal. Research labs, yes. So I think just like discovering more of that tech to accelerate the process of researching it, I think is 100% worth doing. All right, so if we look at our current economy, you can see that private economy, it's, 318,000 is nothing to scoff at, but that money is just being used to rebuild ships over and over again, and they really can't expand as much as they would like to, or at least stay expanded. So we're just gonna get pummeled by these pirates for a little while longer and keep pushing our tech forward, and hopefully get to a point where we can kind of stand our own. The only downside is, like, even once we research the text, we still need the materials to actually utilize it. So it's not like, oh boy, these guys are way out there. Why is he so far out there? All right, you know, I'm just gonna retire this ship. Probably never make it back, but issue a command to retire. Maybe eventually he'll limp back to a base and start breaking down, and then I won't have to worry about it. All right, let's let the timer keep rolling here. The good news is some of this stuff does make it out, just because it has enough hyperdrive to do so. And there is a refueling station over here, so at least we got that going for us. I think this station's actually fairly... I'm not going to say great, but it has some armor and some shields that are pretty good. So, at least that's working in our favor. Oh, we found a scientist in the pod. Well, looks like we got more and more scientists showing up. Waiting at escape pod. Okay. So what can we currently do? We have some mining ships. Do we have any, yeah, we have 2 construction ships. I think it's probably worth... these are all beyond range. So we've researched them, we just can't reach them. So we'll just kind of have to let things run as they are for a little while, and we'll see what we get back when we get there. There is a setting, I think it might be checked by default, but you can choose to have the ships you build take priority over anything else, so they'll like hop to the front of the line. Well, that's probably worth doing if we haven't already done it. So I am gonna try to build a heavy escort, build a couple of those. I don't know if it'll do any good, but I think while the pirates are kind of kept to the side right now, I think it's probably worth doing. Okay, we did steal the rest of crew systems, so that is definitely a valuable technology. Free up some space. Let's take a look at what other options we have here. Early pulse weapons could be decent. So anything to start building that that tech up. Okay. It's this guy already in a fleet? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and join all these to the fleet. Once they're built, they should be in there. Okay, stole energy weapon torpedo tech. Okay, that takes us almost to the edge, so I don't think it's worth trying to steal any additional of that, but I will gladly steal other techs. So let's take a look at what other tech should we start investing in. I mean, advanced deflectors, if we can get something, or stable warp fields. We could try. We could see like how significant that's gonna be to try to steal. So let's go all the way down to stable warp fields. Hey, 83%. I will take that, no problem. Let's go ahead and try to steal a little bit of that tech. Construction of a new escort is completed. Hopefully it'll hop away immediately. Looks like it did. Okay, agent got away with research labs. That's great. Did we even start actually researching that tech? That's all the way down near the bottom. Go ahead and see what we got there. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. It's like 75% of the way there. I think that's worth doing. Advanced deflectors is what we want to focus on next. If we can just chip away a little at that tech, I think that will really help. So let's go to the Bosphorus Syndicate. Let's do another research mission. Advanced deflectors, 89%. I am comfortable with that. Let's go ahead and issue that command. Now, this guy is at partial health. I'm wondering if we might be able to sneak over here and try to prepare and capture this guy. Where are you going? I've told you to attempt to capture the guy. I think my problem might be I have it set to manual control, but my tactics I think are a little too rough. Formation normal. I'm gonna do, yeah, you could leave enemy, you can do retreat there. Well, maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe they're just retreating because of that. Oh, it says manually controlled fleets will not automatically retreat. So since this is manually controlled, that shouldn't matter. Okay, everybody should be, I guess we could put them on full automation, even though I don't think they'll actually fully automate. Let's issue a prepare and capture command. That should mean everybody is coming after this ship to prepare and capture. Nope, he took off. Alright, that's a little unfortunate. Oh, here's another one, but I think it's jumping away. Let's go ahead and issue a prepare and capture command here. I don't think that's gonna help because it's just gonna jump away. Alright, so we're getting pretty beat up here, but there's not much we can do about it. Marabi Sting. Where is Marabi Sting? It must have jumped away. Alright, well, I think we're to the point where we can start, I'm gonna set the home base to this base, and I'm gonna issue a repair command over here. Hopefully they'll come on over here and start repairing. Once we get sufficient tech researched, I'm gonna try to, you know, just continue to expand. I don't want to, like, every time there's a single tech, try to make a new design and go through that whole process. I think I'll wait till I get like 5 or 10 new techs and then kind of focus on that. Alright, let's issue a prepare and capture command here. Maybe we can knock this down enough. It's already low. So why are they not capturing is my question. They should be... They should have enough, enough assault pods to capture this. So I'm gonna issue a capture command. Maybe its shields are just a little too high. That could be the problem. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to just go ham and build a ton of escorts. Even though it's probably gonna set me back financially quite a bit. And I think all these ships need to join into the first fleet once they are created. And even though the first fleet is going to be super duper weak, I'm hoping just these ion cannons are going to eventually break into everything, and we'll be able to start stealing some more ships, and then break them down for research. Let's go ahead and, before we call it an episode here, let's take one One quick look at some additional research that we potentially can steal. Advanced deflectors, I think. This guy's still doing that, but I think there's a pretty high probability that that's not gonna be completely researched. So I am gonna put this guy on it just in case. And then after that, what is another tech we would potentially want to focus on right away? I mean, all these techs are good to have, but like just focusing on specific techs. Maybe enhanced maneuvering could be good. Layered armor as well. Expanded civilian ships could be good. All right, let's check out layered armor, because I feel like military tech is what I need to focus on more than anything. But if that's too expensive, we'll look at some of the other options, because it was a little further in the tech tree. Yeah, it's a little too risky to do that one. So let's go ahead and look at enhanced civilian ships. No, that's the same. Basic target tracking, I guess, could be good. Let's go ahead and research that. All right, so I think we'll get this tech researched, and then we'll kind of call it an episode. Hopefully we hopefully our fleet will be able to kind of defend itself a little bit here. We didn't take it out. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we just did research a new energy torpedo tech, which is potentially valuable. Do more damage. That'll be good. And that kind of puts us in a relatively decent spot to call it quits for today. You know, we're making progress. We're researching a lot of techs pretty fast, especially with all the espionage going on. I think that is making a huge difference in how quickly we're getting some of these technologies. We did get advanced deflectors, by the way, so that worked out pretty well. Enhanced maneuvering, that would be a good one. I guess let's do that real quick. But yeah, this makes all the difference when it comes to researching all the techs. If you're able to just steal a ton of text from the AI, and then you could use it to trade for other text down the road when we actually meet other people, or we can keep it to ourselves and just try to have a very, very tech heavy game. So we're on the right path. It's going very slow right now, but you know, this is kind of the nature of the beast. So thank you for watching. If you like the episode, consider hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel to see more content in the future, and we will catch you in the next one.